Little girl simply waved her hand lightly and moved 200,000 gene of grain from her heartless father's house into her supernatural space. In the next moment, she went to the warehouse where fabrics were stored and cleared out all the fine silk. The reason for her actions was simply to punish the malicious grandmother. This way, she and her mother would have enough provisions to survive after being kicked out of the house. It turned out that the little girl was originally a super rich woman with a magical spring space, but she died in an accident and traveled to this little girl in ancient times. Before she could fully grasp what had happened, she overheard the grandmother forcing her mother to divorce her father. Through the original owner's memories, the wealthy woman realized that the little girl was a pitiful child abandoned by her father. The little girl's mother had worked tirelessly for years to manage the entire household. She even supported her husband to get a degree. But after the heartless man passed the exam with top honors, he caught the attention of the daughter of the Minister of Revenue. Without hesitation, the man became a live-in son-in-law in her family. The mother-in-law immediately began despising his wife. To prevent the daughter of the Minister of Revenue from becoming a concubine, the malicious old woman forced her daughter-in-law to initiate a divorce. In the face of the cruelty of the mother and daughter of the scum, the woman didn't have too much to lose. She decisively placed her fingerprint on the divorce papers. But the little girl who had reincarnated understood that her mother would need assets to get by after being kicked out. So, before leaving, she used her special abilities to create a master key. She then opened her father's grain warehouse and moved the 200,000 gene of grain into her supernatural space. She also cleared out all the fabrics in the warehouse. Then the mother and daughter moved to the old house before the mother married. While eating, the little girl noticed that her mother was a natural beauty. However, years of overwork had left her face haggard. The little girl decided to use her special abilities to transform her mother back into a stunning beauty. Then she would find a reliable new father for herself. The next day, the little girl made a homemade facial mask. In the next moment, she applied it to her mother's face. After 3 months of repeated use, her mother became an unparalleled beauty. But at this point, the little girl began to worry, because in such turbulent times, a great beauty like her mother might attract trouble without a man's protection. This could lead to danger. But just as the little girl was wondering where to find her mother a new father, a general came by to ask for water. The little girl immediately ran out to greet him.